Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to season 2, episode 3 of Give and Go, the NBA show. Your host, Dante Williams. And I got two special guests today. Co-hosting the show with me today is my brother, Jimmy Williams. And we got a good bro, Juice, today, special guest.
Gang. What's up, y'all?
Let's go.
Now, look, this is how we finna open up the show today. So, my brother going to kick it off right now. So, he finna go through the list of games right now that have been happening in, like, the past week. Well, really the most important games.
Nah, you want to do the highlights first. You can do the highlights first.
You want to do the highlights first?
Yeah.
Okay, so right now I'm going to play the top 5 dunks of the week, in my opinion. And we're going to start out with number 1.
Bit of an off arm from Schroeder.
Into the lane, driving kick. Smart, short. Tate. The outlet to Green. Look at
Oh, my gosh.
Whoa.
That was me. Hey,
Whoa.
hey.
I
That
say
man,
he's rookie of the
Jalen
year.
Green is rookie of the year, bro.
I'm telling you,
He's my favorite rookie right now, bro. Hands down.
I'm telling you right now, dude, the real deal, bro. He just don't.
That's your number one, or is it any particular order, or
No,
But K, we don't know what K gonna do, but I think since he
K can.
no? I mean, as far as like the highlights, is that you want in order,
five,
or is
right?
that out of order?
No, I was just saying that was
right?
raw dunk. But here go number 2.
It can't jump over a phone booth, over a phone book, but he can play the game.
Marketing with those long arms with the steal. The Nuggets have been plagued by turnovers. And mercy! Marketing went coast to coast.
He dunked in that man's face.
Fuck out of
He
here.
dunked. He did.
Now look.
That was in his face though. like
literally.
Green dunk. He got up, but that man.
And here go dunk number 3. He really been posterizing everybody lately.
Jackson off the screen. And John picks off the pass. Running with Trey. Bounce to Herter. Lob to Collins! Whoa!
You would
That
think
man
John Collins won a dunk contest by now.
He been catching bodies all season, and the season just started.
That was okay.
Like, man.
All preseason, all regular season, it's just nonstop. My God, get out this man's way.
And look, here go the next dunk. This was a very good game right here. It came down to the wire, and yeah, I'm gonna show y'all right now.
Brown. Take that. 5-point game.
And
Somebody had to get Bridges because he been catching bodies too.
Everybody up, bro.
Yeah, it was about his time to get back. Mind you, one of these games, next games, he'll catch somebody else lacking, but that time they caught him.
It was his time.
And here go the last one. This happened last night against the LA Clippers.
Has read it beautifully. Marketing with the steal. Sexton now. Works in. Oh my goodness!
And yes, the LA Clippers lost that game by blowout.
I think that was the most impressive thing about the dunk.
Man.
They won the game. They won the game. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think he had that in him. Not like that.
He's
that.
trying to get his trade stock up.
His ass. But that's just me.
But probably Sexton like that. He just in Cleveland. But
no.
Cleveland messed it up. Cleveland messed it up when they drafted him and Darius Garland. That's what they messed up at. But
I mean,
they've been winning lately. They beat the Nuggets, now they beat the Clippers. So I mean,
because Sexton not a point guard, to be honest. He's a shooting guard stuck in a point guard body. Darius Garland is actually a point guard.
Colin Sexton and like Kobe White kind of remind me of each other in a way. Like they can be a scoring boost, but
trading block.
I'm gonna go through. So I'm just go through some of these games, not all of them, because it's been so many NBA games. But we gonna talk about select few. I'm gonna bring some up, and then I'm gonna ask y'all what y'all think.
Right.
So this game, y'all gonna be like, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna have a lot to say. The Hornets beat the Nets 111-95. I'm gonna go through the stats real quick, because LaMelo had 18, Bridges had 32. KD had 38, Harden had 15. Those just the most notable scores on the team. But what y'all think about that win for Charlotte? They 3-0 right now. Well, they were 3-0.
Juice, you want to take it right quick?
Personally, I like this. I like Charlotte. I like what they're doing. I still don't believe in their coach, but I guess he's doing an okay job with the young talent they got. LaMelo Ball really helped them a lot because he's like a coach on the. I don't say he's a coach on the floor yet, but he can control the offense and run the offense. He knows what to do, and they young. They like to run and everything. As far as the Nets is concerned, I like KD. KD is like since like a couple years ago. I'm slowly becoming a big KD fan.
Right.
So
My boy.
Like LeBron's my favorite player, but KD is definitely like my second favorite player right now because he just everything he can do. So him scoring 38, that's just what he do. You feel me? My biggest concern is James Harden, especially with the new rule they got.
Yeah,
He not all them. I'm finna go to the free throw line 15 times and 20 times. That's over with.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're going to see a James Harden who's going to average 20 points at best. But he's going to have a lot of assists though.
But
go ahead on your take.
Well, this is what I was gonna say. Drew's got a point with that, but I listened to what James Harden said, where he said with the that injury he was rehabbing in all season. He said he was doing my rehabbing in pickup games, so he's still trying to get in the groove. But yeah, that new rule definitely got a lot. I'm not canceling that new rule. That new rule definitely got a lot.
Man, that it's affecting. It's going to affect.
Yeah, and
so what you think about that game? Just Charlotte win that game as far as like LaMelo and Bridges and stuff go, Dante.
For one, LaMelo and Bridges they definitely got that chemistry. Bridges got a chip on his shoulder right now because he didn't get that contract extension. So obviously he's gonna come out and play well. LaMelo, we knew he was capable of this. I think he's showing this season that he's more of a better 3-point shooter than people would realize he was. Because if you remember in the draft, that was what they were saying was one of his weaknesses was his 3-point shooting.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is probably the best decent team Charlotte had in a while. I mean, you draft James Bouknight, who hasn't played yet, so when they get him back, you have to imagine like he gonna bring that offense off the bench. You got Kelly Oubre, you got Plumlee, you got Gordon Hayward back healthy, and we didn't even say Terry Rozier didn't even play yet. I think so. They got them a little squad, so they doing pretty well right now. We gonna see how the season go on. I don't see them beating like none of the top teams, but they playing hard right now, and I think they adding some pieces to that team.
Yeah.
But as far as Brooklyn, I think they have to figure something out with that offense. I feel like it's too stagnant. They too relying on KD at times.
Mm-hmm.
I think they got to get it. I think they got to try to move the ball around some more. And situations other players can get open.
So another game I'm bring up just because it was one of the most notable games this past week. Lakers beating Memphis 121-118. Of course, the big thing about that game was Ja Morant missing that free throw that could have tied the game, and then Lakers won it after that. So, what's your takes on that game, Dante?
I mean, Carmelo had a good game. He was almost canceled out the league, so we knew he can put up them points.
Mm-hmm. And Ja Morant still had 40 and 10. Just keep that in mind.
Ja Morant was great, but I think I
definitely was.
Jaren Jackson didn't play that well that game, and that's really their X factor on their team. We know when Dylan Brooks get back, they're gonna up their level of play some more. But Jaren Jackson Jr. got to take that next step. He just signed. He just signed like a little extension, so he wants to find some type of way he can be more consistent if they gonna have a chance at being better. But Ja Morant just can't go out there and do it all himself. It can't happen.
True. So move on with some of these games. So
I'm back now, y'all. Y'all can hear me.
Yeah, straight. So the game after that, a couple games after that, the next day it was Celtics beat the Hornets 140-129. Bucks beat Pacers 119-109. The Hawks won 122-104. The Nets came back and won 104-90 against the Wizards. The Heat beat the Magic 107-90. Is no surprise there. The Bulls won 111-108 against Toronto. Let's
They were
talk
supposed to
about
blow
that
them
game.
out. They was up by 20. That should have been a blowout. What the Bull? I think what I noticed with the Bulls is if they not running the floor, I think the Bulls have to end up realizing that you get the ball to DeRozan, like you seen. DeRozan took over. When the Bulls playing at a slow pace, you got to play through DeRozan, and then Levine can play off ball. If the Bulls want to play fast, you play through Levine. Lonzo. And Lonzo can obviously play through slow basketball, but I kind of noticed in that situation when Toronto was kind of breaking them down, playing slower, the Bulls kind of struggled a little bit. But the Bulls,
the Bulls was turning the ball over a lot, especially
too.
in the last couple possessions of that game. They had a lot of turnovers, which they definitely can't do that against the Knicks tonight. We'll talk about that later on. But it was a lot of Bulls turnovers that game. But the game after that I want to talk about that I'm looking at this schedule from Monday. Cleveland beating the Nuggets 99-87. I bring that up because Cleveland been winning some games, and we all looked at Cleveland at the beginning of the season like Cleveland ain't gonna be doing nothing, but they beat the Nuggets. Nuggets at full strength without Jamal Murray. But I mean, Nuggets supposed to win that game, which is why I bring
it's
it up.
two things. One, I think Denver really not gonna do much until Jamal Murray get back. Now, Michael Porter Jr. He signed that super max, which I'm still surprised about to this day.
And he had 11 points that game.
That's trade. I'm telling y'all, it's trade bait.
And yeah, that's why I think it is for Ben Simmons. I
think it's trade bait. I think it's trade bait.
But so do y'all feel like Ben Simmons would improve the Nuggets if they trade him for Michael Porter Jr., or do you think the Sixers would give up trading Ben Simmons for Michael Porter Jr.?
I think.
Go ahead, Dante.
I'm gonna say this right quick. I'm past the juice. I think
go ahead.
If the Nuggets get them some shoot, and I honestly think Denver needed a defensive-minded player. I think they need defense. I don't think they need. I think when Jamal Murray get back, I think the issue is they need probably another playmaker. So I think Jokic get worn out by the playoffs, and I think in exchange for Philly, I think that'd be good on Philly to get Michael Porter Jr. in return. But and with Nuggets, I think Ben Simmons would fit. They got some shooters on the team. They need a defensive player, and I think they do. You got Will Barton. You got scorers on your team. I think you just need a defensive player for top. Like when you playing top teams like the Jazz or whatever, you need that defensive player. I don't think Utah has.
But do you think Elton Brand and them thinking like Michael Porter Jr. will be an even swap as far as like getting Ben Simmons? Like, do you feel like they still be championship contention with Michael Porter Jr.? I don't.
But that's not even Elton Brand. That's Daryl Morey, bro. He being a therm.
Both of them, yeah.
He really being a therm, like Ben Simmons' value is not where it's at, and then especially with him finna be out now, like he back with the team, finna be out. The reason he's out because of mental health issues, which that's in his contract clause. So, like, he's not gonna be on the court no time soon. So he basically just finessed them and still getting paid and not having to play because he don't have to play because of mental health. He's using that.
Right.
So he not gonna be on the court. So y'all might as well just trade him now. Because if he sits out the whole season, I'm telling you, you probably won't get at best 2 second-round picks. At best.
And I want to bring up this point about Cleveland right quick.
Mm-hmm.
Someone made a good point. They said centers are scared trying to score on Jared Allen and Mobley because they both so big and long. And I've been looking at the highlights. I'm like, yeah, these centers, they not really. Now the Cavs like 3-point defense, like perimeter defense is awful, but in the paint, they forcing a lot of like teams to like try to shoot the ball more.
And then that's maybe why they pulling out some of these games because they got that interior presence with Allen and that rookie Mobley. He is really comfortable for him to play in Cleveland because he don't really have to worry about like going out and dominating. He just got to go out there and just play, do what he do, get his rebounds and offense rebounds and some blocks. Yeah. So,
sure.
so we're gonna go into some games after that day. I think the Lakers beat San Antonio 125-121. The Jazz beat the Nuggets 122-110. Mavs beat the Rockets. Warriors beat Golden State. Warriors beat OKC, and then the Knicks beat the Sixers. That's the game I wanted to bring up. The Knicks and the Sixers. The Knicks won 112-99. Tobias Harris had 23 and B had 14.
Yes.
Steph Curry had 4. Julius Randle had 16. It was pretty well balanced game. Evan Fournier had 18. D Rose had 13. Kim Walker had 19. I think that was one of his best games as a Knick. Let's talk about the Knicks and the Sixers a little bit.
Shit. So Embiid, he I don't know, man. He asked this year. Unfortunately, it's unfortunate because of how he ended his playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like with the injury, he was.
You think he missing Ben Simmons?
He missing something. Right now? He missing something.
Defensive wise, they missing him.
They're missing something, but he terrible, bro. Like he have his moments when when Joel Embiid is literally like the best center in the league, and then he have moments when you looking like, all right, where you at? You know what I'm saying? So, like, no, like, it's just it's a no for me. And as far as the Knicks concerned, I like Evan Fournier for them. Evan Fournier hit a lot of big buckets.
The Knicks improved one of their weaknesses, which was scoring and shooting the ball, and they got some players this offseason that helped them do that. And it's scary when you got a Tom Thibodeau defense, and then you finally get some scores on your team. You can really realistically be in every game.
I'm not gonna lie, Kemba was letting it ride, and I'm like, that's the Kemba that we missed. That Kemba in Boston, I don't know what that was, but that's the Kemba that we missed. Like,
well, he was injured though. We ain't gonna try to hold it too much against him. But the games he did play, he didn't look like himself.
And another thing too, I'm gonna say a couple things. One, I think the Sixers missing Simmons in terms of playmaking because you got guards like Tyrese Maxey in them, but they not gonna create. They not gonna pass like that. They kind of offensive minded. We see the presence of Mitchell Robinson, being back. Knicks didn't have him in the playoffs, but he's a very defensive minded like center, and you can kind of see he was getting physical with a beat on a lot of them possessions.
Right.
Even Taj Gibson, Taj Gibson undersized, but Taj Gibson, he a veteran, so he know how to stick, some good big men, in the league. But we've seen a lot of times when they was doubling Embiid and then Embiid was passing out, it kind of bothered him a little bit. And I think they gonna need Simmons in terms of playmaking. You saw they was trying to play through Embiid, but I think it's at some of them times you need someone like Ben Simmons who can create the offense for you, make you on the floor and get easier points. But I feel like their offense was stagnant. I feel like they don't really, outside of Embiid, I don't think they have no really other, and Tobias Harris, they don't really got no other offensive threat.
They got Steph, but like I said, Steph had 4 points that game.
Yeah, and I know he don't go forward like every game, but the Knicks just defended them well. And then you got and the Knicks is deep, man. They bent D Rose, Toppin, Hurts, like they got some talent off that bench. So the Knicks, I get
Toppin trash.
I get
so much credit.
He's improved from last season. Let's say that he's improved.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know about his shooting yet,
and
but
quickly too. I forgot about him quickly.
He's the truth. But I like Kentucky players. Like I'm a Kentucky fan.
I'm just saying, Toppin. He could be the one. He could be like a Larry Nance. He come in there. He can defend if Thibodeau have him use his athleticism.
You can't be a top 10 pick and talking about Larry Nance. No,
I'm talking about like impact on the game.
I'm just saying, man.
Like, I'm trying to give you like where my headspace is at. I can see Toppin using his athleticism to get a lot of rebounds, a lot of blocks. 50, I don't know about his shooting yet, but that's all Thibodeau really need from him. He don't need Toppin to come in and try to score the basketball.
He bring the momentum when they get on fast break, and he do a dunk. Like he bring the momentum. So But
all right, so I'm gonna talk about some of the games from yesterday. It was a lot of upsets yesterday. If anybody did a FanDuel or DraftKings parlay yesterday, I'm sure everybody lost
I feel
because
bad. If you're a Lakers fans, I feel for you.
it's not even about the Lakers.
Man.
It's just every game
Everybody
yesterday was pretty.
was
I'm
upset.
gonna just run through them real quick. So the Hornets beat Orlando, which I mean, you expect the Hornets to win that game. So the Hornets sitting at 4-1. Upset was for me. It was an upset. Washington beat Boston 116-107.
I wouldn't say that's an upset. I think
that's an upset, bro. I expect Boston to be better, especially Jaylen Brown had 13, Tatum had 23. But I'm gonna keep going. We can go back to it.
Yeah.
Because it was so many of them yesterday. The Heat beat Brooklyn 106-93. Again, Harden, I don't think he played a good game. Harden had 14. KD had 25 and 11. I think Jim Butler had a double-double, 17 and 14. Bam Adebayo had 24. Toronto beating the Pacers, that wasn't really upset. The Hawks beat the Pelicans, which was a close game at the end, but the Hawks had a lot of turnovers. Minnesota beat the Bucks 113-108. That felt like an upset to me, but then again, Minnesota right now is 3-1. The Bucks is 3-2.
Don't believe the hype.
It's still early.
Yeah,
I gotta put it out there because everybody know their record.
Anthony Edwards, man, I will say that.
Yeah. OKC beat the Lakers. Y'all already know about that game. We'll get into it.
Man.
The Kings beat the Suns 110-107 off of Harrison Barnes. Buzzer beat a 3-pointer.
What's the Sacramento record? Because they've been low key winning.
They're 2-2, but the Suns are 1-3, which I want to talk about them later. Because why are the Suns 1-3? But and then the Blazers they won against Memphis. That was a good game. Here I go bringing up Cleveland again, 92-79 against the Clippers. I don't even know what happened that game. Paul George had 12 points. That's what happened that game. Sexton had 26, Mobley had 12 and 10, Garland had 16, Rubio had 15, Kevin Love had 10 and 10 off the bench. That's the game I want to start with first because what happened, Juice?
Which game?
The Cleveland beating the Clippers 92-79. Paul George had 12 points. You think they just didn't care about that game at all? Or? Because if you feel that way, then we can just move on and talk about the Lakers. I know that's what you want to talk about.
I don't even know why y'all talking about Paul George. Like, Paul George is ass.
You can't say he. Come on, he had a good playoff.
Going off the first couple games of the season now.
First couple games don't matter. You had the first couple games, cool, and then you get
3. They missing Kawhi Leonard. They missing I think Serge Ibaka still out. I don't think it's any other notable people that they missing on there.
But you know what the Clippers is missing though? They need a true point guard. They need someone. I say go get John Wall.
I say go get Ricky Rubio from Cleveland since he just dropped 15.
I like John Wall.
Yeah, I think John Wall would be perfect for them. I think he can get in that lane. He's a willing.
But Reggie Jackson doing that, ain't he?
No,
or he's not doing it consistently for y'all.
Reggie Jackson is a shooter. He's not.
Now, if you watching them Clippers games, Paul George is bringing the ball up to a lot. He needs to play off the ball.
Spotting up.
And Bledsoe more.
Wait, so so what's wrong with Rubio? Like, what's wrong with them getting Rubio? I think Rubio would be a good low key pick up for their team.
Probably be the best option because I don't think the money will work if they try to get John Wall because you have to move somebody. But they low key just I don't think they'll get rid of him though. They low key just extended Terrence Mann. I don't think they'll get rid of him though.
I feel like in the next month or two, if Clippers are still losing games and their key like to not winning games is a playmaker, I think they make a couple of trades because it's like even though you don't have Kawhi, you still supposed to beat Cleveland. Even though Cleveland's been playing good, but you can't.
It's the Clippers, bro. Let's not even go there. It's the Clippers. I like that John Wall move. I think that'd be great. I
think outside of Paul George and Kawhi, I don't think nobody should be untouched. Well, Terrence, man, I would keep him. You extending him, but outside of that, I don't think nobody. I think everybody tradable outside of
But
them.
but like I said, Terrence Mann, he's a valuable piece. You
Yeah,
think the Rockets just gonna let John Wall go for nothing?
mm-hmm.
They might as a salary dump type thing if the Clippers go, but I'm sure they're gonna want something like some type of
So
good
maybe a
player.
3-team trade would help them out.
Yeah,
Probably.
but I think they need a flow general that.
Yeah, I look out for Buddy Hield too. I think he's gonna be on the block.
Yeah.
He been on the block for the last 2 seasons, still there. But moving on to your Lakers losing to OKC 123 to 115. Ian Russell got tossed in the last part of the game,
up 26,
which was kind of hilarious to me. It's kind of unwritten rule, you up already to not go in and score the ball. But I mean, that's like when people storm the court when they upset somebody. I mean, y'all should have won that game. What was they up, Juice? What, 26? Lakers was up 26 in that game, and OKC came back. I mean, and then they play the Lakers again next week, so I'm sure that's gonna be a fun game to watch. But what y'all think about that game? Because Westbrook, he didn't play good these past 2 games. Mind you, LeBron has not been playing, but he still had 20. He had a quadruple double. Yeah, 20 points, 14 rebounds, 13 assists, and 10 turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
While Anthony Davis had 30, and SGA had 27.
I mean, it's hard to judge the Lakers right now because they missing like some players like Nunn and Taylor and Ariza.
No.
But they still no. But look,
No.
they still have enough talent
Missing
where
players, bro.
No,
but they do have enough talent supposed to win games.
That's my point.
But Taylor, we're not gonna sit up here and act like Kendrick and Taylor wouldn't be important for them.
Yeah, that's my point.
I mean, but they still got
realistically, I think in the late game situations, I think Kendrick Nunn probably gonna be in there Taylor, or you move Brown to the point. Like Westbrook shooting is well, we all
should they have beaten OKC? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, then
I agree.
That's it.
But I will
they was up 26 points.
Let's not.
Okay,
and
okay,
lost. Jimmy.
I just want to say Alexander the real deal.
Hold on, pause. Because he has a real big bias because he's a big KD fan. And
I know because y'all trying to shoot around the question. Like
I know
they should have won that game.
We just explaining and going into depth.
Right.
What to do? Nets fan.
Look, Kendrick Nunn and Horton, with them missing that game that had nothing to do with them blowing a 26-point lead.
I'm not saying it, dude. Because you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
But do you think it's more of a player issue, people missing, or is it more of a coaching issue?
They missing LeBron.
Yeah, I think
that's the biggest thing. Not even gonna lie to you.
You can't have not have LeBron and then when you like that main point guard now, you can't have 10 turnovers. Like that's unacceptable against the Thunder. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like that dude Dort can't play defense because he definitely can. Dort, like he be locking.
If they would have had LeBron, they would have probably blew them out even more than they blew that lead. I believe I almost guarantee it.
Like Alexander, that dude Alexander, the real.
I just feel like the expectations for them is like even though they was missing LeBron, they still were up 26. So I feel like at that point it's either they didn't play hard enough or that's a coaching issue. Because
and to be honest,
at what point of the game did you not take personnel out the game and be like, look, y'all losing the lead. We got to go with something else. Or
if you want me to be honest, I don't like Vogel, but hey, who's me?
People was just talking about
I don't like Vogel. I rather would have had Jason Kidd. That's just me.
Or Ty Lue, maybe.
Yeah, but
what do everybody like about Jason Kidd? That's not coming at Jason Kidd like as a player, but like as a head coach. Like, what do everybody?
He's a player coach, and
he had a lot to do with Giannis and Chris Middleton, developing. He's good at developing players.
I make that point because everybody may not know, about Jason Kidd.
Sure.
So y'all explaining it kind of help people understand. Like, because
not
even myself, I was like, Jason Kidd as a coach, he ain't been like a winning coach, like a legit winning coach, taking the team deep into playoffs and nothing like that. So it's like, where does the resume and the headspace come from when you think of Jason Kidd as a head coach.
I just
Right.
think of him as a developer, like what he did with Giannis, Chris Middleton, even Jabari Parker. What and it's so crazy, G, because Jabari was raw, like he was going
Before he got injured.
crazy, yeah, and the injury it just show you how injuries, a Chicago people, like
For real.
like you look at the history of Chicago players, it's always someone on our knees, like. And it's just messed up how his career, like he, like can't even really get a job at like like he still can play. I know he can still play.
Yeah,
You know,
he come off the bench for a lot of teams,
Right.
just with he could still score the ball.
it's just I
I
feel
think his shooting
like
has improved. So
just the
I feel the
overall,
same
but
about Jahlil Okafor. I feel like he can
yeah,
still play on some
like
teams.
Yeah. He's just not that typical big man that's gonna stretch the flow, but he's like an old
His
big
mid
man.
range shot has improved a lot though. It's like
Yeah.
he had to develop that part because teams wanted him to be able to stretch the floor if they're gonna put him out there. But I think his biggest thing was defense. I think that's a reason why Jahlil Okafor couldn't make some teams because of his defense on the inside, keeping guys out the paint and stuff like that. But those are the most notable games for the past couple of days. Like I said, it's been a lot of games. It's probably some of them that I missed that we talked about. Like I said, that Minnesota game, them beating the Bucks, I feel like that was an upset. Edwards been playing good this season.
Towns been playing
Minnesota's
good too, and D'Lo.
huh?
Towns and D'Lo been playing good too.
Yeah, and they sitting at 3-1 in the West. So I don't know if you want me to go through these standings real quick, or you want to start your questions.
I'll start my questions because we got
All right.
like about 30 minutes left, like a little bit less than that. So
I'm gonna
man,
run through 'em.
this is really not even a biased question, but this the best team in the East right now so far. So yeah, man, the Bulls 4-0 for the first time since 96, 97, since Jordan was there. Now they play the Knicks tonight, but I want y'all to start off with what's y'all thoughts on they play so far? Like what y'all really like from the Bulls right now that we didn't have like these last couple of years.
Better coaching, better front office, better supporting cast of
everything, everything,
better everything. I mean,
play wise, what do you like?
Nah, but for real, they so it kind of started with Paxson a little bit, them getting Zach LaVine. That was kind of like the kickstart. And then this new GM and president, they kind of just went and got players who are proven players in the league. Because we all know Zach LaVine been good past 2 seasons. He's been kind of doing it by himself. And so now you go bring in a player like DeRozan, Vukovic, and Lonzo, and guys like Caruso to come off the bench. And now we have players who are proven in the league and good at what they do. You can finally say Lonzo is like one of the top point guards in the league. I don't know if we say he top 10 yet, not top 10. But as far as if you start taking out intangibles as far as defense and playmaking, Lonzo is up there.
Yeah.
DeRozan is definitely top.
LaMelo better.
Yeah, it's an argument to be had with him and his brother. DeRozan, he's good. He's one of the top shooting guards, small forwards in the league. Then you got Vukovic. He's one of the top centers in the league as far as being able to stretch the floor. Of course, people would like him to be a better defender. So I think that's the question for the Bulls right now. But as far as like overall, like I said, they got a better supporting cast, better coaching. It's just the Bulls are moving in the right direction. This 4-0 start may not mean anything to other teams, but even I think Zach LaVine and DeRozan said it when they asked him, "How is it to be 4-0?" And I think DeRozan's like, "It's nothing. I mean, we still gotta go out there and play. I mean, they didn't win a championship or anything. They didn't win their conference or anything like that. So I mean, the Bulls still got a lot of work to do." They go against a good team. You can make an argument and say the first 4 teams they played Detroit twice, and those games they supposed to win. And those is games in the past that the Bulls may have lost if it was a close game. With their personnel. Now they have a personnel where you're expected to win these last 4 games. even with the Knicks is a really people say the Knicks are a really good team starting off in the season. They're a really good defensive team. So this is going to be a test for the Bulls to see how well they do on offense and how well they do on defense trying to contain Julius Randle, because I feel like we don't have anybody personally on the Bulls that can guard Julius Randle one-on-one.
I'll give it to Patrick Williams.
I was just going to say that. They're going to throw Patrick Williams.
I feel like Randle may have a little bit of size on Patrick as far as like getting him in the paint.
No,
I mean,
I'm trying to give Randle his credit.
But Patrick finna bang with him. Patrick not finna go like that. Not gonna lie to you.
But the Bulls, well, I was gonna say the Bulls and Knicks are total opposites. Like today's game, the Bulls like to run the floor. The Knicks like to grind and play you half court. So I think if the Bulls get them up and down the court, they can avoid Randle, getting in the interior and posting you up. I'd rather make him a 3-point shooter.
I think one of the key to this game, like I said, containing Randle, but also Fournier. I think you need to start with Fournier because he's the one going to open up the floor with the 3-point. So they got to guard the 3-point line because even Barrett is taking a couple of more 3-pointers. People taking threes. So
I feel like if you the Bulls, Fournier gonna have to guard Levine on that other end though, and then
definitely go at him, for sure.
And then Barrett gonna have to guard DeRozan or somebody. So whoever they got on they gonna have to guard them. So
but you can't sleep on the Knicks defense. I mean that's what Thibodeau is pretty much known for. But then another notable thing for the game is Joakim Noah night. So they made him a ambassador for the Bulls. They had a big party for him last night. So respect to Joakim Noah because he's definitely been a fan favorite.
One of the best.
Even when D Rose was playing, it was like D Rose, Joakim Noah, and Jimmy Butler, and everybody on that team. Like I seen, they had Brad Miller out, Carlos Boozer. As much as we hated him for a while, they had a couple of other past centers, a couple of past Bulls players that was showing respect to Joakim. So he's definitely probably gonna get his jersey retired by the Bulls. Hopefully, but it's just gonna be a good game. There's gonna be a lot of people out watching the game tonight, and celebrating. So it'd be big if the Bulls win this game and start 5-0. It'd be a really good win for them. You can go ahead. I'm gonna try to look up and see what their next game is after the Knicks.
Yeah, because the Bulls got a hard schedule coming up. I don't know who they play after the Knicks though, but we're gonna talk about another team that's 4-0 right now. The Golden State Warriors. So Golden State 4-0. But I think the question is, are they going to be contenders when Clay and Wiseman get back? So that's why I wanted to ask y'all. Do y'all think they're going to be contenders? And to throw in, Jonathan Kuminga hasn't played yet this season either. So that's another lottery pick, rookie weapon they got.
I think people feel like they're contenders now. Like,
yeah, I agree.
The way they've been playing, it's just like
Jordan Poole is like I'm impressed.
Yeah. So when I say some of these things, people they looking like, what are you talking about? When I say the Bulls are the Warriors are contenders right now, I think of the mindset is how can I beat them in 7 games? And it's like the Warriors, you got to think which team could beat them in a 7-game series, and it could be they're going to give any team a run for their money in a 7-game series. It's going to be hard to go in, night out, and try to guard Steph.
I know a few teams who can beat them, but they're not going to go. It's going to go 6-7 games for sure. And in the playoffs, when you're trying to win a championship, of course you want to play the best teams, but you also don't want to, the first round have to see the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? It's like if anybody see say the Warriors get the 8th seed or something like that, and you number 1 seed, you cannot be comfortable as a number 1 seed trying to play the Warriors.
And they undefeated without Wiseman,
without Klay Thompson, without James Wiseman, without Kuminga, Kuminga gonna be low key nice for them.
Yeah. I seen flashes in the preseason, but man, if you look at their roster, man, they got so many weapons. Otto Porter been playing good. Because Anderson, Iguodala back, Wiggins, man, they got a lot of wing players. Poole, it's a lot of ways they can go, and then you mix in. Not only can they shoot, but they can defend too. So
what's gonna kill them is their interior because
Yeah.
I don't believe in Kevon Looney.
But Wiseman, that's why I'm waiting for Wiseman to get back.
And I mean,
Wiseman don't really got the experience to be guarding like an Embiid,
what he
Embiid
did,
or you know.
But he showed flashes of him blocking shots, like he can be.
Yeah, but as far as like a physical, like he not finna bang down there with Jokic. Jokic would kill him in the paint right now, just off experience alone.
Yeah, and
then
then
he got a bigger body.
And one thing I know, last time I said about the Warriors, one thing I noticed what Steve Kerr said, they passing the ball more. They making them extra passes instead of Curry just jacking up shots. You know,
I felt like they was always doing that, but I mean,
yeah, but they passing the ball. They making that extra pass now. The Warriors, you know, that's an emphasis.
Side note: the Bulls' next games are they play the Jazz, the Celtics, the Sixers again, the Nets, the Mavericks, the Warriors, the Clippers, the Lakers, and the list just goes on and on.
Yeah,
so
it's gonna be a test.
Mm-hmm. But the Warriors and them sitting at the top, they definitely deserve the top spots. But I think both teams' schedules gonna get a little tougher, and then we're gonna see where they how they come through with adversity, especially the Bulls. I think the Bulls are more in question to see how they do against better teams than the Warriors right now. The Warriors then beat some good teams already. So
okay, and here go the next question right here. So Charles Barkley said this the other day. He said the Nuggets and Jazz are the two best teams in the West, bypassing all the other teams like the Lakers, Golden State.
I would say the Jazz, but not the Nuggets. The Nuggets is underperforming. The Jazz are 3-0. That's what I'm saying. They already up there. I wouldn't say they the two best in the West, but the Jazz are up there. I mean, they did. We're not gonna act like the Jazz ain't finished number one in the West last year.
No, I'm not saying they're not up there. They're not the top two teams in the West. No.
No, not the top two, but the Jazz right now, technically the Jazz is the second in the West. The Warriors are number one.
I think the Jazz are to be like a good 3 seed. Like they like 3. Like overall, they like the third best team to me in the West. Overall.
Who's number 2 to you?
It's right now number 2.
I said, what did she text you back?
Number 2 probably be the Warriors. Well, not right now, but overall to me is the Warriors, and then over the best team in the West to me is the Lakers, which is just by all the firepower they got. Even though the record don't show it, but like I said, when it comes playoff time, I think they gonna do their business. That's just me. But right now,
valid. That's valid, Lakers fans.
The Jazz are still undefeated. They 3-0. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the Warriors and the Jazz right now are deserving of that number 1 and 2 spot. Not to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely deserve like the Warriors. Like I said, Steph gonna be Steph regardless. I don't at this point. I don't worry about Steph. I knew he could do coming out of college at Davidson because I watched him that whole season.
Same.
So I expect nothing less from Steph. They don't have Clay yet. That's so big right now because they don't have Clay, and then you seeing Jordan Poole really coming to his own.
Off the bench, man, I'm telling you right now.
Off the bench, he's probably gonna he's gonna average 20 a game off the bench. It's gonna be ugly, and they got and as far as the Jazz are concerned, D. Mitch is gonna lead them the way. He's gonna be a leading charge for them. Gobert cool defensively, he great. I don't really care for him too much.
And I feel like people definitely forgetting the Warriors still got a roster spot open because they never they never signed back Avery Bradley or
I thought they signed Gary Payton II. I thought he
that was their last one. Okay, that was my fault.
Yeah.
He was doing good.
He's a good pickup. That was a good pickup.
He's a very good defender.
Yeah.
But we're gonna talk about the Suns and Bucks right quick because they the Bucks. The Bucks are 3-2 right now, but they did lose some games that I think they're supposed to win. The Suns are 1-3 right now, I believe.
So I feel like the Bucks are just coasting right now. I feel like they wake up for certain games and then certain games they just go back to sleep on.
They still in La La Land from winning the championship.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like they feel like they could turn it on and turn it off. And then I think Drew Holiday did come back. He was injured for one game. But The Suns is a different story. The Suns at full strength. There's no way they should be losing some of these games. I don't know what's going on with Devin Booker, Chris Paul, Aiden, whoever. I think Aiden had like 21 and 21 in yesterday's game.
Aiden got a chip on the shoulder with them because he didn't get extended.
Yeah, but they still ain't winning. Like they're 1-3. They should not be 1-3 right now. It's still early, but y'all they gotta play better.
You gotta look at the two stars. Really, you gotta look at CP3 and Devin Booker because
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
y'all the stars. You know what I'm saying?
When I'm looking at
Booker is supposed to be averaging 30 games for me.
I agree.
That's what I feel
like.
He's
supposed to take that experience, go crazy.
He's supposed to. When you got a point guard like Chris Paul that you can play side to side, you don't gotta. When Chris Paul come out the game, yeah, he becomes a playmaker. But when Chris Paul in the game, man, your first mindset should be to score, and shoot. Every time you open, shoot. Like it gets no easier than that. You have Chris Paul as your point guard. When he's on the floor with you, you don't have to worry about passing the ball. Just getting that Kobe mentality and just go out there and just dominate. And then when Chris Paul come out the game, all right, then you could be passive. But when they in the game together, Booker got to think to score, and right now he's not doing that.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when I'm looking at the Suns like bench, they don't really have like a decent play off their bench. Who I think now
they have the same bench as last year.
No, yeah, Campaign still come out, and then they went and got JaVale McGee, which kind of helped them as far as like
I'm
defense
you,
a little bit off the bench.
I think they need to go get them like another official score like off.
Who they gonna get, Dante?
Yeah,
who they gonna get? Who they gonna get?
I don't know. Maybe Lou Williams. Like monitor that situation in Atlanta. Maybe I don't know.
Lou Williams not gonna change anything for the Suns.
No, but they need.
They just paid
Bridges.
Yeah, they just paid Bridges.
But I mean, I'm saying like Dario Saric's not back yet, so I think he probably gonna make a slight.
Look, that's why they went and got McGee, because Saric can't do anything when he come off the bench. Like he can't defend nobody.
But he was a 4 anyways. He wasn't even supposed to be a backup big.
Look,
he wasn't
the Suns players, they're at full strength right now. Forget Saric. They should be winning games. They have no excuse. The Lakers got a couple excuses because they got some players that's injured that are key players. But the Suns, there's no way they should be losing some of these. There's no way they should be 1-3 right now.
But I'm not only saying it because of that. I'm saying these teams are back. They reloaded. Golden State back. But,
I was just going to say that the way they
need to go upgrade their roster. That's what I'm saying. They need to go get them.
I got to look up these losses because now I can't remember who they lost to because I'm getting.
They lost to the Kings yesterday by.
So. They lost to the Nuggets 110-98.
Right.
They lost to the Lake. No, they beat the Lakers 115-1. See, I felt like they got up and prepared for that game to play the Lakers. Then they lost to the Blazers 134-105, and then they lost to the Kings. So I mean, the Kings is questionable. The Blazers blew them out. The Nuggets, I mean, I don't know. You supposed to wake up to play them like you supposed to play them like you played the Lakers. The Nuggets gonna be up there in the West as far as
especially when you swept them. You swept them. Like
the Nuggets gonna come after you.
I feel like with that finals performance and everything, a lot of teams done studied Devin Booker and how to guard him. Mm-hmm. So that probably also has another thing to play into it. Like people got defenders who can guard that now. To look for. Then with that new, like I said, the new rule.
Yeah,
all that shooting stuff, like.
Well,
and that's my point. When Devin Booker doesn't have it going, you might look to Chris Paul to score, but I'm saying they're gonna have to need like another type of score.
Well, here's the thing: they got Cleveland, the Pelicans, the Rockets, and the Hawks the next couple games. So all those are winnable games. The Hawks may get them some go, but those next 3 games they need to not be losses.
Agreed.
If they are, then
we're
gonna be talking about the Suns again because that would be an issue for me if they lose any of those next 3 games.
Yeah.
All right, and to end this show off, this is the last question for today. But so I seen this the other day. I think it was on First Take. I think they was arguing: would you rather have Ja LaMelo if you were starting a team? But I'm gonna add 2 more players on there. I'm gonna say Ja, LaMelo, Anthony Edwards, and Zion. So
definitely not Zion.
Who would you rather start a franchise around? I'm gonna let
Ja.
why explain why.
Ja got a killer mentality. He reminds me a lot of Derrick Rose. He reminds me a lot of Derrick Rose, like a lot of Derrick Rose. Like his athleticism, his playmaking, the stuff he can do, with the way he can score, the way he can lead a team, because he's definitely the leader of the Memphis Grizzlies. Like he's their best. He's almost like a superstar type player for them. So he could defend. Like Ja like that. If his jumpers start getting like, if he gets a consistent like 3-ball, he's gonna be unguardable. He's gonna be unguardable.
That's valid. I think the clear cut answer is probably Ja Morant, but you can't sleep on Ant and Melo. Melo, I think you pick Melo if like depend on, like you said, you want to build around him. So Melo gonna be like he's the best playmaker out of this group. Zion is probably the best like interior scorer out of this group. Anthony Edwards, he's like a scoring machine. I would like to look up him and Ja Morant's numbers as far as like scoring. I think in his career, I feel like Ant may edge Ja in scoring, but it's gonna be like super close because Ja is not traditional point guard, like you said. He reminds you of like D Rose, like that. He's like a scoring point guard. But Ja can do it all with his athleticism alone. But Ant got a lot of athleticism too. I think Ant gonna be one of them players. If he stay in Minnesota most of his career, he's gonna put up a lot of numbers, a lot of big numbers.
Yeah.
If he decides to be one of those players that after his rookie contract he want to leave and play somewhere else,
he will be highly sought after.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing in his career right now. Ja has been winning. He's been in the playoffs and stuff like that. I would like to see Edwards in the playoffs if Minnesota can even get there in a play-in game or something like that. But Ant on a different team, I would like to see him on a because you start looking at him like in like a Levine situation. Like Levine, a good player, but he's not winning.
You gotta have his own team where he like the focal point of the offense.
Yeah, because he could definitely put up a lot of points. Hopefully, injuries, don't. When you start thinking about these athletic guys, you hope they just, don't be build up as injuries as far as all the landing and jumping and stuff like that. So it'll be nice to see him add some stuff to his game, like a little like post up and a little bit of mid range. But I mean, you got to pick Ja Morant. Right now, he's one of the top guards in the league, and he's doing it in every aspect of the game. So yeah.
I'm gonna have to say Zion. I know a lot of people.
Oh no.
Nah, look, listen. Listen. Just listen to me right quick.
I can't believe this.
For one, we're not gonna sit here and act like we ain't gonna sit here and act like Zion.
So did you change your mind in that last couple seconds I walked off?
No.
Oh my God.
I'm saying no.
Go ahead, man.
The reason I'm saying Zion is because I feel like in moments like in the playoffs, I think he'll be very valuable with athleticism. He averaged 26, 27 a game like a year ago. So we're not going to disregard him like he was an all-star.
But he's 317 pounds now.
No, I'm saying disregarding injury. I would have to.
He's 317 pounds.
Athleticism.
I can't believe.
Now look, John Morant got athleticism too, but I think Zion in the playoffs.
He can't shoot.
I am appalled.
You can't say that because he don't really. We can't say that.
He's Ben Simmons. He can't shoot.
Nah, hey Dante, you supposed to tell me you was gonna drop a bomb like this for the show started. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for you to say that.
I'm telling you, when Zion get back,
I'm telling you, they gonna run you in the comments right now because that's ridiculous.
They can rub. Look, it's
how you gonna you're gonna right now, out of the 4 players that we got that you put on here, you're gonna say Zion is the one you want to build around right now.
Yes.
All right, man.
You done lost your damn mind.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
You done lost your mind.
I got a quick question for y'all. So, start, bench, or cut.
It's always a train.
MVP Russ, the 2017 Russ. MVP Curry, 2015. Or MVP Rose, 2011. Which one y'all doing?
Oh, why you throw Rose in there? I had it also. Okay. So you said MVP Steph. What year?
2015.
Is that the year he
The first ring.
Oh.
2017 Russ.
I'm biased. Rose, Steph,
MVP.
then Westbrook.
I'm not gonna.
I'm biased because D Rose, but that
I can't.
I hate you threw Rose in there.
I can't lie to you. Only because Rose really never. I might have to put 2015 Steph first. I think because the way Steph playing now, that then it was 2015. He was averaging 30 and was unanimous MVP.
Hey,
but,
Dante, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Can you hear me?
Yes.
That Bulls thing you got in the background, take that shit down. Take it down. Take it
but
down.
no, I'm not trying to be just like I know I'm being real.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm with Dante on this one.
my God!
I would start Steph, but I would bench D Rose.
Yeah, bench D Rose.
But Westbrook, and it was close for me because I got to think about Westbrook. His MVP year, he can shoot that year. He was averaging like a 32-point triple-double on the year. So shooting like a good 40% from the three. Like
I feel like you did this to me on purpose because you knew I was gonna struggle with them too. You know how I feel about D Rose and stuff.
No, like, D Rose definitely was different at age 22 when he won MVP, but Steph, like the way Steph been playing like these last year and these first couple games this year, that was basically 2015 Steph Curry. Like,
bro, D Rose is just in a different mode. Like his MVP is over a lot. His MVP is probably one of the best MVPs like in league history. Like he's the youngest to win the award, and that year he was playing, every game you felt like the Bulls was gonna win. Like you didn't feel like the Bulls were gonna lose a game.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. When they played in the that FIBA World Tournament that year, who was the starting point guard with that team? Steph. Who came off the bench? Russ and D Rose.
I mean, but you gotta look at like you gotta look at who he was starting with though. Like Steph can play off the ball. He was a shoot in FIBA basketball. It's a different. They different with their rosters. Like they want a lot of rebounding and a lot of shooting. So Steph starting with LeBron in them, or no? Was it KD? It was KD in them. Steph could play off the ball and space the floor. D Rose was a better option.
Everybody was shooting in the Olympics. Everybody can shoot in the Olympics. Literally, everybody can shoot. D Rose wasn't shooting that year.
Not 3-pointers like that. He was still attack mode, but he wasn't. He was. You're not finna sit here and say he was shooting better than Steph. I mean, you.
Oh no, I didn't say that.
That's why Steph was starting because he's like I said, he could bring the ball, or he could pass, and he could also space the floor. Steph can play off the ball with KD and those guys. Rose, he needed the ball more. That's what I'm gonna say.
But 2015 Curry, bro. 2015 Curry was just lighting everybody up, bro. Now, I ain't gonna sit here and say D Rose wasn't killing everybody because he was too.
He was a killer.
I mean,
it's not like against Miami. Like
the Windy City Assassin was like one of the coldest nicknames. Coldest nicknames around.
Like first playoff game he had, I think he dropped like 38 or something. Like D Rose was real,
nice, bro. He was so nice, bro. Like
2015,
he made being a Bulls fan like proud.
Like 2015 Steph just changed the league on how it is today. Damian Lillard was born. Like he didn't change the league. Like,
all right, so before we get out of here, so like you said, the Warriors are number 1 in the West, Bulls in the East. You think by next week it's still gonna be the same, or it's gonna be a little different? And who are the most disappointing in the East right now? I would say
I say
Brooklyn been doing bad, and I would say
Philly.
Phoenix on the West. I think they've been kind of disappointed. So Phoenix and Brooklyn for me.
Yeah.
I say Philly and Phoenix.
I mean, but Philly too. I mean, I
No
guess
excuses. They was just like a top 3 seed in the playoffs last
He
year.
was the first seed.
They was number 1.
Yeah, Brooklyn was number 2.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
But I feel like Brooklyn. I feel like Brooklyn. The real thing you can say is James Harden really ain't been playing.
They missing Kyrie.
That too, but
they
we know
need
James
Kyrie.
Harden better than 14 points, 16. We know he better.
You also could throw Boston in there too, because Boston ain't really missing nobody in there.
But Boston, but the problem with Boston is
they got Schroeder weak ass.
Yeah, Boston really. and then like Boston, I don't know what Boston issue is. Honestly, I wish I can tell you.
I could tell you, Tatum or Brown got to go.
I mean, but the games they did win, they both dropped like 30 points. I mean, it ain't like they have a problem coexisting.
Have you ever noticed when Jaylen Brown on, Jason Tatum not? When Jason Tatum on, and it happens like it's rare when they both go off at the same time. But one or the other, when they go off, the other one don't do good. And
yeah, they got to figure something out.
Jaylen Brown has more consistent good games than Jason Tatum does.
And I think soon enough they're gonna be in the same predicament like Portland in right now.
Somebody got to go.
Yeah,
somebody.
I mean, they got a new coach. I feel like they're still missing a point guard, like a legit point guard. They got Marcus Smart starting their point guard, Schroeder coming off the bench.
But what was the difference last year when you had Kemba Walker?
I mean, he was hurt.
Yeah, he was hurt most of the time.
But I think Boston really never had.
I think they need like a more of a playmaking point guard.
They should have signed Isaiah Thomas. I truly believe that.
They did let Fournier go. If they would have tried to go after Lonzo and sign
they need a point guard
who
will get Tatum and Brown to their spots.
But if you look at Tatum and Brown game, a lot of them they both go a lot of 1-on-1. So I mean, I don't know what Boston issue is. I don't think they're gonna go far in the playoffs. They mess around and be in the play-in game the way they've been playing. So we'll see. If you looking right now, you feel like Charlotte is a better team than Boston.
I agree.
But that's extreme to say, but I mean that's just what it is right now.
Like what Stephen A was saying earlier, I think I forgot what team he was talking. I think he was talking about Philly, but these teams in the East are getting better. The Knicks, the Hawks, the East is getting better. So
the East is getting better.
Boston had chances where they made the East Conference Finals. They could have made it to the finals, So, and then they messed up them situations. You didn't have Kyrie, Gordon Hayward. You didn't have Kemba Walker. So, like, what's the real issue? And 2 of those is point guards, legit point guards. And I don't know what Boston. I don't know what their image is. I don't know how they trying to build their team. Like. I'm not. I feel like if you build around Tatum and Jaylen Brown, you're probably gonna need some more shooters. I don't think they got.
Yeah, but you know who you would build around? Zion, which is the issue. I still have with you.
D Rose over.
Look, man. It's the end of the show, man. We're gonna have to discuss that next episode because you wilding today.
No, you wilding. You wilding.
All right,
yeah. We gonna end the show off here. Thanks for everybody for coming out today. And season 2, episode 4 will be coming soon.
Sure.
Be sure to watch this Bulls and Knicks game today.
Go Bulls.
One and Joe King gonna be honored tonight. D Rose back in the shot.
We should have went to this game.
Man, we should have had.
This would have been a good game to go to.
Man, what we weren't thinking about it.
So it's a battle defense tonight. The two good
was thinking about Brooklyn.
I'm finna go buy one of them tickets from them dudes outside real quick.
You funny.
Just go.
They gonna give you a game to like Detroit or something. Yeah, we gonna end the show off here. Like I said, thanks for everybody for coming out, and I'm gonna tune into y'all later.
All right.